Shri Krishna. Welcome to the Hindu Media Wiki podcast series. In the last podcast, we described the story of how Vishnu bhagwaan got his Sudarshana Chakra from Shiva and how it is connected with Surya Dev and his wife Sangyaa. If you haven't watched that video, please watch it now or later. Though Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu, but the succession sequence of the Sudarshana Chakra among the avatars of Vishnu is different. Today we'll look at how Sri Krishna got his Sudarshana Chakra and also how Arjun got his weapon. The narration of Krishna and Arjun getting their weapon is described in the Adi Parva of the Mahabharata. A king named Shvetaki had once conducted a yajna, fire ritual, for 12 years, and having consumed all the ghee that was offered into the fire, Agni, the fire god, felt lethargic. So he consulted Brahma, who told him to consume the Khandav forest. O exalted one, thou hast eaten for 12 years a continuous stream of sacrificial butter poured into thy mouth. It is for this that illness has seized thee. But, O Agni, grieve not for it. Thou shalt soon regain thy own nature. I shall dispel this surfeit of thine, and the time for it is even come. The dreadful forest Khandav, that abode of the enemies of the gods, which thou hadst of old once consumed to ashes at the request of the gods, hath now become the home of numerous creatures. When thou wilt have eaten the fat of those creatures, thou shalt regain thy own nature. Proceed thither in haste to consume that forest with its living population. Thou wilt then be cured of thy malady. Agni tried to consume the forest, but he was thwarted by Indra, who kept using rainstorms to extinguish the flames because of Indra's friendship with the Nag king Takshak, who lived there. So Agni went back to Brahma for advice, and Brahma told him that famous sages Nar and Narayan had reincarnated on earth as Arjun and Krishna. So he approached Arjun and Krishna, who happened to be near the Khandav forest at the time, and asked them for help. Nar Narayan is the twin brother avatar of the bhagwaan Vishnu on earth, working for the preservation of dharma or righteousness. Nar Narayan is the twin brother avatar of bhagwaan Vishnu on earth, working for the preservation of dharma or righteousness. Nar and Narayan are two bodies, one soul. They are Avyakt Vishnu Bhagwan's Vyakt Roop. Mahabharata identifies Lord Krishna with Narayan and Arjun, the chief hero of the epic, with Nar. Getting back to our narration, Arjun and Krishna were happy to oblige and help Agni Dev, but they requested weapons that would be commensurate with the task of fighting Indra. So Agni summoned Varun, the ocean god, who gave Arjun the famous Gandiv bow, and the chariot of Chandra, the moon god. And more importantly, Krishna received the Sudarshana Chakra. This thing is narrated as the following lines. And Agni then gave unto Krishna a discus with an iron pole attached to a hole in the center. And it was a fiery weapon and became his favorite. Having obtained that weapon, Krishna also became equal to the task. Agni, then addressing Krishna, said, With this, O slayer of Madhu, thou shalt be able without doubt to vanquish in battle even foes that are not human. With this weapon, without doubt, thou shalt be superior in battle to men and gods, and Rakshasas and Pishachas, and Daityas and Nagas. and thou shalt certainly be able with this to smite all. And O Madhav, hurled by thee in battle at thy foes, this weapon will irresistibly slay the enemy and again come back into thy hands. It also says this, and the Lord Varun after this gave unto Krishna a mace of name Kaumodaki, capable of slaying every Daitya and producing, when hurled, a roar like that of the thunder. We can assume that mace is the Gada of Balaram. Not to keep you in suspense, Krishna and Arjun succeeded in their endeavor, which is not surprising, as Sangyaa says in the Bhagavad Gita, wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. One important thing to note is that although B.R. Chopra's Mahabharat shows Bhagwan Parshuram giving Sudarshan Chakra to Sri Krishna, but we could not find the scriptural reference of this event, and most likely that scene was included in the series based on folklore. Thank you for listening to us. Stay tuned.